Afro-scientific spirituality. My name is Trey West. If this is your first time on the channel, you are highly, highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about a very, very serious and important fundamental topic today. This is the wickedness and the witchcraft spirits of first sons in Africa. These are people that claim to be Christians and they happen to be the first son of their parents. And there's this particular evil that they have been known to be perpetrating in Africa. And I want to address that evil today. This is something that is very, very common and it happens all the time, again and again and again and again. It does not stop. And these have caused so many problems to our development, our unity, our happiness, our security in Africa, especially in Nigeria. And I believe as an African people, if we really want to move forward, we really want to change, we need to start talking about these issues, critically analyzing these issues in order to bring understanding to it so that we can be able to move forward as a people. There's this saying in Nigeria say, woman wey dey find pikin no dey wear pine sleep. Man wey dey find pikin, e no dey wear condom fork. If we want better as a people, we need to be raw and straight to the point. We don't need to be diplomatic. Okay? In African spirituality and in Africa in general, there are some certain traditions that are archaic, as in these traditions were made by men, evil men, that are trying to oppress other people or to oppress women. We have some traditions that are very, very poisonous to the development and the growth of African people. And these are evil traditions that came into African culture with the inception of Christianity and Islam. We have traditions in Africa, in many tribes, that see a male child as superior to a female child, that sees the first son of a man as the owner of the property of the man, or the one that is supposed to be in charge of the inheritance of the parents. And this kind of tradition or mindset is a serious cause of problems in Africa today. We have this tradition that a first son is the natural custodian of the heritage or inheritance of the father, and the female childs cannot have that the same inheritance for the mere fact that they believe that a female child will always marry another man, and the female child is supposed to start her own family outside the father's family. So if they are giving the wealth of the man, she will carry it and give to her husband. This is the mentality of those old ancient African people. So in order for the family wealth to be retained in the family, they came up with the idea that the male child will be in charge of the family properties of the father, that if the father passed on, because he is going to continue the same legacy of the father, and is not going to carry to another family. Instead, he will marry a wife, and then that wealth of his father will be transferred to his own children, primogeniture, and it will pass over to his own offspring. Therefore, the wealth or the name or any kind of thing this man has in his life will be resident in the family, so that he can go to the next generation, to the next generation, to the next generation. This is a way, or one of the mentality of people or families retaining wealth in the name of the man. But this mentality has a lot of disadvantage. We have many people now that are using this tradition to oppress other children in the family, to oppress them to the point that this to make them hopeless, to make them useless. We have seen many cases whereby you will see the first son coming in after the death of a man, claiming that he's the first son, he have right to all the property, and we take everything or more than 90% of the man's property, and then the other children, whether they are male or female, they are not going to get any property of the father. This is very wrong. We have seen how many first sons in Africa have been oppressing, stealing the heritage of the other children in the family based on this tradition that that they are following. You know, the funny thing about this tradition we are seeing now, you will see many cases today. Over 90% of the cases I have seen, this thing has also happened to me. It has happened to me. It has happened to a lot of people. Okay, you will see a child. He will claim that he's a Christian. He does not practice African spirituality. He does not practice African tradition. He was raised in the church. He goes to church all his life. He's a Bible augur. He's an SU. He will call himself Mountain of Fire, Jehovah Witness, Believers Lord World, Catholic Church, Winners Chapel, all the labels of church. They have it in Nigeria. But you will see this man, he will grow to old age. He will grow to become an adult. All his life he was a Christian. Immediately his father dies, he becomes a traditionalist. Automatically he will claim tradition, that as his father has passed on, according to tradition, he is supposed to be in charge of his father's inheritance. And this so-called Christian, this Nico Pump, this church rats, this Irako, this dog, this malignant, useless, worthless scoundrel that have neglected all his African spirituality responsibility, that have neglected all his traditional responsibilities, automatically we assume tradition to claim all his father's property. Then we now start stealing the inheritance of the rest children, especially the female children. This happens again and again and again and again in Africa, especially Nigeria. So many first sons in Nigeria, they are very useless people. They are very worthless people. They are the worst kind of human beings. We have so many men in Nigeria that claiming to be first sons, but they have contributed nothing to humanity since they were born. From where they were born to over 40 and 50 years. I can show you more than 1,000 examples of these so-called people that call themselves first sons. I see them every day. I interact with them every day. And I am tired of their bullshits and their witchcraft and their stupidity. That is why I am talking about their matter today. You cannot claim to be a Christian all your life. You claim to be a Christian. You go to church every Sunday, including Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You carry Bible. You sing praises to Jesus. Then when your father or your mother died, automatically you claim tradition. You want to become a traditionalist so that you can come and steal the properties of your junior ones. Is that not criminal? Is that not witchcraft? Not be juju be that. Not be witchcraft be that. What is more than witchcraft? You that claim to be a Christian all your life, how come when your father dies, you automatically become a traditionalist? You will see these useless people. They never go to the village. They will see everybody in the village is winch. They never go to any traditional ceremony. They never do anything libation, anything traditional. They don't do it. They say it's evil. Even their name. Many of them change their names to Bible names. They call themselves Bible names of saints. Peter, Wisdom, Joseph. They're not anything traditional. The only traditional thing they do is that maybe they eat some traditional food and they wear traditional clothes. Apart from that, there's nothing traditional about these people. They see Africans' names as names of demons. We that answer call ourselves African names. They see us as evil people. They only answer English names. They will rather answer any other name. But an African name, they don't even give their children. But immediately their parents die, their father passed on, and their father have a little property, automatically they claim tradition. I have seen a lot of pastors do this. There is no black African Christian in Nigeria that call himself first son that have never claimed tradition immediately their father died. I have never seen one that say, my father died, I am a Christian, I will not claim the right of first son, I will share everything equally. I have never seen one single case. If you are watching me, you are from Nigeria, you have seen any Christian man that have never claimed tradition when his father passed on, please show me. I want to see that Christian, and I want to go and welcome them. I will dash them money, I will give them awards. I never seen one. As I'm speaking to you, I've not seen one. All these so-called Christians, first sons, that go to church all their life, when their father dies, they become traditionalists, and the next thing is to steal the properties of their siblings in the name of tradition. This is sheer wickedness. This is pure witchcraft. This is criminality. Even in your so-called Christianity, the laws that you people stole from Kemet, is there not one in your 10 commandments that say, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet other people's property? Why are you people not following your Christianity to the latter? Why are you coming to use tradition, archaic, wicked tradition, to steal properties of your brothers and sisters? Now, good thing be that, now better thing be that. Is that supposed to be Christian tenets? Make we talk true, make devil shame. Many of una are useless people. Una be goats, una be ozwo. I have friends that are first sons. When you mention your first son, many of them are lazy people. Many of them, I don't take you seriously. Because most of them, when they see their father have a little money, they don't do anything. They don't aspire to make themselves useful in life. They just sit down and wait for their father to die. This is the way most of these first sons behave. I have seen first sons, I have some of them that are my friends now. These are over 50 years people. They have never achieved anything in their life. There are so many of them. My senior brother is one of them. My own senior brother, he said the first son. It is over 50 years now. One block, he not get foundation. He never buy motor for a tire of motor he has not bought in his life. All what he's having today, now my papa property, my dad property, now is still a shop. He has contributed nothing to humanity except to born children like rabbits. Many first sons are like this. Nothing. They have aspired to achieve nothing in this physical life. Nothing. Now their papa property that they shop. Only. You cannot stand on your own. So what purpose? What do we do with such kind of people? How do we treat such kind of people? Do we have to respect such kind of people? And they want you to respect them because they be first son. Is that not stupidity? This is what currently obtains in Africa, especially Nigeria. You will see these so-called first sons running around claiming big boys. Most of the time, they are usually wayward. What they do is squander. Most of the time, I don't know how they come up with this kind of characters. If they are born wicked or they were pampered into stupidity, into laziness, into idiocy. A lot of friends that I have that call themselves first sons, I am not impressed with their attitude. Many of them are lazy. Many of them are lazy and many of them are stupid. It's the truth. If they won't watch me, share this video. Many of una will be first sons, will be my friends. Una need a try. I am not impressed by your attitudes. I'm not impressed. And I need to say it. What most of you people practice is laziness, wickedness, and stupidity. Because you are a first son does not mean that you will not try to create your own legacy. You will not try to get your own property. You will not try to make yourself useful to be able to add value to the life of other people. You will see these first sons, they'll be going to church claiming they are Christians, they are modern people, They just live this fake life. Some of them will be saying that anything tradition they don't put, and a lot of them they don't any kind of responsibility they don't want to put, and they find a way to use Christianity to avoid every responsibility to their motherland, to their village, to their culture, they avoid it. They use Christianity to hide. Oh, we don't do that anymore. We are not Christians. All those are fetish. We don't do that. We don't go to a village. We don't serve ancestors. We don't pay homage. We don't go to any ceremony. But immediately their father dies, automatically I'm the first son. Traditionally, I claim authority. Then they come, then they take over the man's property. They start selling properties. They don't share it equally. If a female child does not matter, why your papa marry? Why your papa marry? Why not born you? Why not masturbate you by himself? Why? Many times, a lot of women have been oppressed. I've seen cases whereby you will see from a family that we have girl children and male children. The male children will not share anything, and they come from the same mother and father. When the father will pass on, the first son will not share any single thing, any single property to the women in the family. It happens again and again and again and again and again and again. It's currently happening now. This is one of the problems, one of the major issues that is causing fragmentation and lack of unity in Africa. Because if I am a girl child and you treat me like this, do you think I want to have anything to do with you or your evil children? Since you say your children are royal children, I have nothing. Why do I want to help your children? If your children have problems in the future, they come to me. I will never help them because your father never regarded me as a human being. That is why so many people will complain. I have a rich auntie, I have a rich uncle, I am suffering, they don't care about me. It could also be that your father did so many evil things. Your father was not fair to them. I have seen this a lot, especially in Urobo. We have my tribe, we call Urobo. If you come to Urobo in Delta State, you see every rich man immediately dies. There's problem. There is no unity in Urobo land because of this kind of mentality and of the activities of these useless criminal first sons. There are so many Urobo big men in Nigeria that immediately they die. They have problems. They have court cases all over the case whereby the first son want to use tradition to oppress the rest people. You call your first son, you want to take 50%, 90% of your father's property, and you know that your father have more than 20 children. You know, Urobo men are very polygamous. You have more than 5 brothers, more than 10 brothers and sisters. Only you want to take 50 or 60% of your father's property because you are a first son. Not be thief you be. Not be winch you be. This is a major problem. And when you will check the history of this so-called first son, he was never a traditionalist in his whole life. He was a bloody, dirty Christian or a Muslim. But automatically, when your father dies, you become a traditionalist. Then you want to steal people's property, especially the female children's property. Then tomorrow when you die, nobody comes to your burial. Everybody is refusing to contribute money because you were never fair to people when you were alive. This is a major recurring decimal in Nigeria. We need to talk about this topic, and I've seen that nobody is talking about this topic. Me, my own thing is different. We need to call a spade a spade. If you say you are a Christian all your life, you have been a Christian and you have sworn to die a Christian, don't claim tradition when you see that you can be able to use it to exploit people. Don't pick and choose. In your Christianity, you're supposed to be fair, right? You're supposed to do everything in equity. Not be waiting your tolo Jesus teach you now. Why would I need to practice them? This is to prove that Jesus Christ is a thief. And Jesus Christ came to kill, steal, and destroy. You practicing the behavior of your Christian Jesus. If you are a real Christian, you not go ever claim tradition till you die. And you never think of using it to oppress anybody, especially wicked, archaic tradition. This is a major way a lot of women have been oppressed in Africa, this evil tradition, and it needs to stop. We need to start seeing women as equal with men. So there are some traditions we need to rewrite. We need to upgrade. There are things we need, in order to move forward, we need to be upgrading our practice. This is how the ancient Kemetic people were practicing their own stuff. In Kemet, they don't see woman as less than a man. Man and woman is equal. You see it in the Trinity. This is original African spirituality. Authentic African spirituality dictates that all your children are the same, whether you come first or you come last. If I have 5 children, you have to be fair to them. When the father passed on, the properties are supposed to be shared equally. Okay? If the first son we take, it will only take something, maybe the first house or something that we used to do as a family house for meeting and the rest. The place we call Ogwa, where they'll be having their regular meeting, not because they want to take something more than the rest children. Because the rest children are also human beings. They need to survive. They deserve a fair share of their father's property. Now the same papa born all of them. They need to benefit from the man. So this situation of somebody coming to say you want to take 60%, 50%, 90%, most times they take 80 and 90% of the property because they are first sons. This is very wrong. This is sheer criminality. This is unfair. This is witchcraft. Let me just put it. It is plain wickedness and witchcraft. And it needs to stop. Okay? It needs to stop. So we need to analyze ourselves. Those people that are claiming to be Christians and you are claiming to be traditionalists, this topic is open. What these people are doing, is it fair? Yes or no? We need to talk this topic. We need to upgrade the practice and we need to change many things because this causes fragmentation, it causes hatred, it causes bitterness, it causes disunity. Like me now, in my own family, as I'm speaking to you, there are many people that will die that I will not attend their funeral. I will not contribute $1, $1 to their funeral because these people have done this kind of evil to me. Things that are supposed to belong to me, they have stolen it in the name of first son or this and that and that. Now that you have stolen my heritage in the name of first son, be prepared to bury yourself. This is why you see a lot of people, when they die, they waste time in mortuaries. In Nigeria, nobody wants to bury them because you have stolen from other people, you have stolen from everybody, and people are not happy with you. So now that you have stolen what belongs to me, why do you think I will want to spend extra money to come and assist in your burial? Not be waste of money, be that. You better prepare to bury yourself. And I don't see myself helping children of this kind of people. There's a lot of reasons you see people in the same family. You see one rich man, he minds himself and his business. Now this kind of thing they cause him. When you say you be enjoying, you steal from everybody. You call yourself tortoise, my name is all of you. You steal from everybody. When you have problem tomorrow, who is going to help you? They will be waiting for you to use that money you have stolen to help yourself. So those people that think that they are smart, you're using tradition to oppress people and you are a Christian, be prepared for the outcome because the trouble you brew today, you will always drink it tomorrow. Okay? Those my friends that are first sons, that are waiting for their papa to die, make them come take lion's share. I dey look now, well done. I know the way that they think. This always happen. I have never seen any Christian first son that have never claimed tradition when their father dies. I've never seen one. And when they claim this tradition, it is to steal the property of the rest children, especially the females. You will see many cases. A man will have a wife in Africa, in Nigeria. The wife will have children for this man. Immediately dies. His brothers will come, they will drive the wife away, they will drive the children away, they will take the man's property. What kind of dirty tradition is it? Is it not criminality? They do this a lot. And these people will claim to be Christians, some will claim to be traditional worshippers. But the man has children. It's not that he does not have any children, he has children. So, that just shows that you don't like the man, you never liked him in his lifetime. You wanted to kill him. This has happened many times in African societies. This needs to stop. Okay, so this wickedness that so many first sons are practicing, when you come across this kind of first son, how do you know this kind of people? When you see a first son that is not trying, that have not achieved anything in life, just know that he's one of the wayward people. When you come across somebody that's called himself a first son, is over 30, over 40 years, he have not built his own house, he's still paying rent, he's still living a life like a teenager. He has not even been able to buy his own car. Just know that this one is waiting for his father's property. Those kind of people, if I identify you as that, I don't help you. I don't come close to you, because you are a waste to humanity. You are a waste to space. You just occupy space. I get many of them. When I was living abroad, I have many of these people. I've met many of these so-called first sons. They come to abroad like me. I met them in Thailand. I met them in Korea. I even met some recently in Philippines. While we are hustling money to send to Nigeria, these people are calling money from their father in Nigeria to spend in abroad. You see the difference? We they send money go house to take build Africa. First sons they take from Africa, they send, they come spend for abroad. So right from time, me and these people, our thinking does not flow. We need to think. Why they think of how to build, then they think of how to destroy or how to minus. So a lot of them are wayward children, and it's very, very painful. I don't know how these people come to this kind of mentality. I see it in every family. Somebody will call themselves first son and will be total worthless, useless human being. At worst, the many times there'll be drug addicts, there'll be junkies, drug addicts, irresponsible human beings, and we have all the 7 deadly sins: lying, gluttony, laziness, sloth, everything they their hand, every evil thing correct for their hand. If they not be like that, you go see the one way hide as a Christian. You go they pretend that he's the best Christian. As a Christian, I don't do this, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't carry women, I don't do corrupt. Because he not do anything for life, he could just they pretend so they'll think he's a good person. Immediately, if Papa die, he go turn to jackknife. There's a saying that money does not change people, it only brings out the color in you. Money actually brings out your true character. You see a lot of men, they like women, they cannot womanize because they don't have money. They'll be pretending to be good and faithful. Immediately you have a little money, you know they see them for us again. Then they don't come out. They go everywhere now. You go, Apple, have you changed? No, the person didn't change. The money just showed who they really are. So, as we African people, we need to be very careful of these first sons. If you are from a family where you have this kind of people, please be very careful of them. Do not spend your money that you're helping these people. Many of them, they are like my own brother. It was a total leash. The money where that guy owed me for this life, he never fee pay. He not go fee still pay. It was a total wayward, worthless human being. I've seen this many, many times. Koro, this is not Koro matter, they tell you so. And it has happened to many families. I don't want to mention names. We have so many big families in Nigeria. You see this again and again and again. Because you are a first son does not mean that you cannot stand on your own 2 feet. You not fit do anything by yourself. You dey wait for your papa property. You just become wayward human being. Are you not ashamed? I have so many first sons. Now their papa house that they stay. So if your father did not build a house, meaning you cannot also build your own house. There's an adage that I usually say, a man who is not better than his ancestors is a disgrace to his generation. So I see these people as failures. When you not fit try past your papa don't try, don't put all the essence of we born in children is for them to move our life and move our destiny forward. Meaning if I build one house, I stop here. I expect my child to see tries more to move the post a little bit, build maybe like 2, advance what I have already put on ground to the next level. I expect the next generation to try their best to move forward. Life is supposed to be moving forward, not you did the same place. Instead of you moving forward as a human being, you are now regressing. The properties your father has acquired, you did not expand on them, you did not grow them. Instead, you are now eating them, you are now reducing them, you are now going back, retrogressing. This is not good. This is not a good sign. This is a sign of a failed person, a sign of a useless human being, a sign of an incompetent human being, a worthless person. Many of you first ones, you are worthless people. And I hate you people. I cannot stand you people. I don't know the kind of laziness with you in our minds. This laziness is more than witchcraft. It's more than witchcraft. Una need to wake up, because this is a new generation. You dey wait papa property. So if your papa not get property before, you not stand on your own 2 feet. When this thing happened to me, when I have this I look the issue. I say, if me start fighting these people for my own share of father's property, it will look that I cannot do things by myself. I cannot be able to get my own. I walked away. They're already saying that I went abroad. I went abroad with my own money. Nobody give me money to go abroad. My own money. I was even helping the family, doing things, trying to advance the family interest. There's some people call themselves first sons. They're just stealing, sucking family resources, wasting it, squandering it till today. When I see the problem, when it happened to me, when my own senior brother did this to me, I say, if I start to fight this guy, I will not move forward in life. I left the family. I left them. Today, I am better than him. He's still living in my father's house. He never built his own house, as we dey talk, so he not get block. Now, papa house he dey stay. One motor he never fit buy by himself. I don't buy more than 3. Now I'm hold motor from papa property you see they use. You dey see that kind of level. Now this kind of mentality they get. You don't sell all papa property finish. Only you dey sell the shop money. They sell everybody property they put for pockets. This is not the mentality of this kind of people. It dey happen everywhere. So if that kind of person die tomorrow, you expect me to use my money bury him? You expect me to use my own money to bury that kind of person? He go bury himself, or his children go bury him. This is the kind of problems. When this thing happen, you dey see many fragmentation for Africa. It happen for many families. This thing are witchcraft. This person is a Christian, no? He's a Christian. Or if you go meet and I go tell you say he be Christian, he need to practice African spirituality. But yet he dey claim tradition at the same time. You dey see the matter, the oxymoron. You need to pick a side. Many of you, pick which one you be. You be traditionalist, or you be Christian. If you be traditionalist, make we know. If you be Christian, make we know. Because now you're not there anywhere. You be criminal, a criminal you be now. You cannot be a Christian, they pray to Jesus, that they use evil tradition to the oppressed people. You be winch. That means you should be that. So we just see this kind of cases again and again and again. So I don't tire. So I advise people, when you have a brother that is a first son that is wayward, just know say when your papa die, go set. So anything you can be able to do for yourself, do it by yourself. The time of saying I'm looking out for my brother, you don't first look out for yourself first. I used to tell people, who you see for heaven, I be your brother. You coming from the same mother with somebody does not make that person your brother. Okay? The family unit is just a unit whereby souls reincarnate into this earth to experience life. So don't think that because you and somebody come from the same pussy, una two must be bound together forever. Every human being is totally different. So, as a sharp person, you need to look out for yourself first. And when you see somebody don't have the same spirit with you, you need to start preparing for any eventuality. Make you not go regret later. Most of these people that will come into the family, they will living their wayward life, borrowing money from everybody, and you can't borrow money from them. You will think you are helping your brother, they are just draining your resources, draining your resources, draining your resources. It happens to a lot of women because our women have been so oppressed, they are so confused. They will say, okay, it's the first son. You will see a case where we have 4 women, then we have the boy will come last. Sometimes the first son will be the last born. The women will say, okay, let's be petting this person, is the first son, he will inherit the father's property. Immediately father died, This first son will not give them anything. We start maltreating them because they are women. Even things that are supposed to be shared equally, it will give them to only his own family. This is a very painful thing. Very painful. Then when you complain to the elders will say his first son, he have rights. Which kind of rights? There are many elders I don't go to their house in Nigeria. There's many old people I don't visit because I know that many of them are stupid. And I don't respect stupid traditions. You cannot force me to respect stupid traditions. If you call yourself elder, then you want to use tradition to oppress me, I need the acceptance. There's no way you can use tradition to oppress. I'm a man of myself. I don't believe in going to somebody to pass. I'm not the past you go anywhere. So you cannot use tradition to oppress me. That's the way I live my life. And many of these traditions, they need to change. If we want to move forward, this new generation of Africans, we need to change so many things. I'm tired of seeing these criminal first sons abusing the whole place, creating disunity all over the world. Saying because they are first sons, you'll be eating everybody's property. Useless people, shameless people. This is the reason we see so many dilapidated buildings in Nigeria. Because of first sons, we have so many court cases. Only you won't take everybody's property. So you be first son. They'll carry and go court. The case go to court for the next 20 years, 50 years. Case will still be in the court. Many times you go die leave case. It happen like that. We have many cases of people selling graves. That they sell Papa grave. We sell people's grave in Africa because of this kind of situation. When one person won't take everything, say he be first son. What about the other children? Not be the same sperm born out of now. If now only men did this life, the life go move forward. So why are you saying women are inferior? This tradition of looking down on women in Africa, in many African culture, it needs to stop. And it needs to stop now. As a woman, you should not tolerate this kind of nonsense. If anybody claims to be first son, try to do this to you, take the case to court. If you have money, you have capacity, take that person to court. Ask for equal sharing. You are a member of that family. If the person wants to claim tradition, show them evidence that he has never been a traditionalist in his life. He be Christian. Because many of them, 99.9% of the time, they are not traditionalists. Then why do you want to claim tradition when your father dies? So, I'm advising you women from Africa, do not accept this rubbish from any man. Take the case to court, make it dead them, make the team, make it scatter for it go good like that. We need to be teaching these people lessons. They are too greedy. They are too greedy and they are too wicked. You cannot be sitting and allowing this to be going again and again and again. It needs to stop. Action needs to be taken. You need to accept yourself. Stand up for your rights. According to Bob Marley. Okay? So these people, we will fight them. The fight not go hands. Now everlasting fights. These people that are oppressing us, I know that many of these people, they're not going to bury them. They're not going to bury them. It's not go better for them. It's not go better because what they are doing is evil. It's evil. And witchcraft be this. If you are a Christian, practice your Christianity to death. When your father dies, share everything equally according to Christianity. Do not claim tradition. If you are a traditionalist, be fair with the tradition. Don't say you want to collect 50% of your father's property when you have very hungry people. This thing I make many men in the last. The next thing when they kill you now, when they assassinate you, or when they stone you with itagba, you go say your enemies won't kill you. But you don't know say now the witchcraft, the evil when you do with your hands, now they worry you. You don't know where death from they come. Most times these things don't let people last. When you have offended people, they will always come for you. You say you be first son, you need to sleep for nights. You dey look back, they waka. First son, you not get level, you have not achieved anything in this life, you have not helped anybody, you cannot even stand on your feet. You dey claim Christianity. Which kind of first son you be? You be Kpako now. You be Kpako. Felasing at Kpako. We don't respect such people, and we should not be encouraging mediocrity. We should not be encouraging this kind of people. We should be admonishing them. Okay, me, I know they encourage them. This is the reason why I don't visit a lot of people when I come to Nigeria. People with this kind of mentality, I don't visit them. Even the senior me, I avoid them because they are stupid people. We have many old people that are stupid. Okay, fools also grow old. Lazy people also grow old. Idiots also get old. Okay, so this thing it needs to stop. This is why I see the matter. We need to call a spade a spade. Okay, they say those who have ears may they hear. So I believe I've been able to say my own 2 cents on this issue. Uh, it's not a good issue. If we must move forward as African people, there are certain traditions that need to change. Okay, every child must have equal right to their father's wealth. If you are a first son, you must have this in your mind. If your papa died, try to share the thing equally. Make everybody happy. You need to become a beacon of unity. You need to become a beacon of love that people will say, yes, this guy is a pillar. Now, let the family stand, a good person. You need to create a legacy where people go emulate. Not be the one way like say, as papa die, finish the share property, you create division, that unity will never come to that family anymore. I've seen it a lot of times. Whereby after the man dies, everybody goes on his own. Nobody unites anymore. Nobody remembers to the family because of the wickedness of the first son. You take everybody, you shop everybody property. Who won't follow you sit down tomorrow? They go leave you and your children. When you die, they'll call you, oh, you don't die, where your pikin? Your papa don't die, you go bury him. Nobody go near them. This is how it is with many Yoruba families today because of their wickedness. There are many people that they will call me on the phone. I will not contribute 1 naira to their burial because they never contributed anything good to humanity. They have this kind of wicked mentality. So me spending money on you is a waste of money. I will never do that. You don't shop your own. You shop your own, you shop my own joint. Now me you can't spend money for your burial. Prepare to bury yourself and your kitty children. As you say you get level so. Anywhere your children they make them help themselves. If I get money tomorrow, now my own children I will follow. Now them I know. So this kind of divisions now they create. Now let many of people poor. That's why you cannot see any robo big man say you call yourself, say you billionaire for you very hard to see. Because of this kind of wickedness, no unity, eating other people's property, degrading your own women because of thievery. Now make una not get progress for una land. So look at Delta State, look at Warri, look at all the Yoruba land. This una wickedness. Now make una need to move forward. Una need to stop them. Now the yes, una need to stop them. A new day with this. So this is what I have to say today. Who won't take it nakwa, may take it nakwa. I have no apologies. And I'll still talk the same thing. Many of una first ones una been winch, una be useless human being, una not deserve anything good for this life. Until una change, you not go ever better for una. Una go shit waka like goats. Many of una not go die better deaths, and they go bury una like fowl. Now wait till I get for many of una. Una be useless people. And I don't want to see people like una. So this is what I have to say today. Questions and comments are welcome. If you like, you share the video. You like, you not share them. The video could share itself. For those people that are interested in practicing African spirituality, my website is still here, River of Knowledge. If you want to learn about authentic, original African spirituality, this is the place to be. You register, you contact me. I will teach you all you need to know about African spirituality. I have a lot of materials and resources that will give you the capacity to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and know what is going on and defend yourself whenever and wherever you are. Then if you want to read my book on quantum physics and African spirituality, it is still here waiting for you. It's a very good book. The first book written on quantum physics in the history of Nigeria. Then also too, if you want to do your spell work, your X's, sparks, oracle, tarot readings, the whole 9 yards, my number is always on the screen. Apart from that, I thank you very much, and I'll be seeing you in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.